Hey guys, it's Teaksy here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be going through a list of the top 15 maps from Modern Warfare 2 / Modern Warfare 3 that I would love to see return in Modern Warfare 2022. Now originally guys, this was meant to be a list from the Modern Warfare franchise, but ultimately when I came to put it together, it was very much dominated by these two games, so in the end I decided to just base the list specifically off these games only. However, I am aware guys of the current rumours going around that Year 2 of Modern Warfare 2022 is meant to possibly see the return of all original Modern Warfare 2 maps, but with nothing being officially confirmed at the moment, this video is just generally based off what I think, the sort of maps I would love to see back, with the fact that nothing is officially confirmed at the moment. And I have as well guys tried to leave out any maps that have come back previously, but there may be one or two that have slipped the net, and I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comment section below. But just remember, this is just my opinion, so respect my opinion and I respect yours too. But without further ado, let's jump into the list, and kicking us off at number 15 is Salvage. Now Salvage was part of the Stimulus map pack in Modern Warfare 2. It was set in like a snowy junkyard, it was a medium-sized map, and it just generally played really well. I always feel like snow maps have they can have that kind of effect on you. They can be really fun to play, and Salvage for me was a map that you don't hear too much about, but I'd love to see it return. At 14 guys, we've got Village from Modern Warfare 3. Now Village was basically what it says on the tin, you know, large village. It was set in Africa, and there was just something about this map, you know, there always felt like there was areas of this map that maybe didn't fully get played or didn't fully get used because of the size of it, but it was something different, and it was always really enjoyable to play. And you know, again, I'd just like to see this map return. At number 13 guys, we've got ARKADEN, also from Modern Warfare 3. Now this was a medium-sized mall, and it always just played really well, and I always, when I think of this map, I just have visions of everybody behind the counter on Infected at the bottom of the escalators, just with like them FM9 Akimbos or whatever they were, just absolutely spraying people before throwing knives were a thing in Infected. And I'd love to see this map come back and get some of that going again. At number 12 guys, we've got Storm. So Storm was part of the Stimulus map pack as well on Modern Warfare 2. It was on an open industrial park. There was like a warehouse like in the middle of the map, and it was kind of set, like I say, in stormy weather. And there was just something about this map. It was a good size, it always played really well, and I always feel like any map that's kind of set in slightly different weather conditions, when they get it right, can be really good. And there was just something really cool about playing on this map with the stormy weather, but you could still see, you still had really good visuals, and it was just lots of fun to play this map. And number 11 guys, we've got PARISH. Now it might be a surprise to a lot of people that this map is even on the list. It was part of the final content drop for Modern Warfare 3, and obviously in Modern Warfare 3 I think you had to have COD Elite to kind of get the content drop, or you at least got it early if you had COD Elite. And I think with it coming in as the final content drop, I don't really know if too many people really know much about this map, but it was a smaller map, and it was just always chaos. You know, I don't hear too many people talking about it, but I always really enjoyed this map. I think my highest kill game on Modern Warfare 3 came on this map as well. So yeah, I'd love to see PARISH return in Modern Warfare 2022. So as we enter the top 10 guys, and kicking us off at number 10 is SEATOWN, another map from Modern Warfare 3 set in a coastal town. This was a really cool setting for a map, and it just had that really simple map design. You know, it was always really good fun to play. You know, had a lot of close range gunfights. You know, you could just fly around with SMGs, and it was just generally one of the maps. It was really decent, and I always feel like this is a map that a lot of people talk about when they think of Modern Warfare 3, and it'd be great to see this one return. And number 9 guys, we've got SKIDROW from Modern Warfare 2. Now SKIDROW was a funny map because I feel like now I always see a lot of people having like a lot of good things to say about it, including myself, but I always remember at the time when I played Modern Warfare 2, was SKIDROW one of my go-tos? Was it one of the maps I always thought of? Probably not, but I feel like Modern Warfare 2 just had so many good maps. But looking back on it now, SKIDROW was always a lot of good fun, you know, medium sized, lots of close range gunfights. There was a lot of indoor space, which kind of sometimes affected what you could do with aerial kill streaks, but you know, this map was always good fun, especially in ground war. You know, sniping mid-map or noob tube, and whatever it was, you could get some really good feeds going. And number 8 guys, we've got QUARRY, another map from Modern Warfare 2, a medium-sized map set in a Brazilian quarry. You know, this map just, it always played really well, always a lot of good fun on this map, always felt like it had a pretty decent layout, and it's definitely one of those nostalgic maps. You know, when somebody says to you, QUARRY from Modern Warfare 2, you instantly remember it, you instantly remember what it looked like, you remember exactly the layout of the map. And I think whenever somebody sort of mentions a map to you and you can just remember it like that, you always know it was a good map, and it'd be great to see QUARRY return. And number 7 guys, we've got Resistance from Modern Warfare 3. I think this is kind of a little bit like QUARRY, but on Modern Warfare 3, it's a map that you always remember. I feel like there was a lot of good gameplays were dropped on this map. I feel like a lot of people will remember this map, you know, as being one of the better Modern Warfare 3 maps. Simple layout, worked really well, and yeah, just generally a really good map. So coming in at number 6, guys, and just missing out on the top 5, not that it really matters because I feel like any of these maps could have gone anywhere on this list, is Bootleg. Again, from Modern Warfare 3, a medium-sized map set in and around the market. It always, though, even though it's kind of set as a medium-sized map, it always felt like one of the smaller maps in Modern Warfare 3. One of them ones that you could just fly around with a submachine gun. You're constantly in the action, you know, constantly lots of gunfights, having a lot of good fun, and it kind of had that kind of gloomy feel to it as well, with like kind of the setting. It wasn't like a bright day, and it was just, yeah, just generally a really good map, and definitely one that I remember enjoying and would love to see it return. So as we move into the top 5, guys, and kicking us off at number 5 is Rundown. Now, I don't know if my description of this is going to be right or not, but I feel like Rundown was one of their maps. It's a little bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. It was set in a village in Brazil. It was quite a large map. There was always quite a lot of areas on the map that were not really used because of how big it was, and because of the way the map was set up, it was very easy to kind of cover all the 3 lanes that you could use to get from one side to the other. It was easy to cover those from both sides of the map, and depending on what sort of mode you were playing, sometimes it could be kind of hard to move. But for whatever reason, I always loved Rundown. I always felt like Rundown played well. It was always a map that was loved in my friendship group as well. We always used to enjoy playing this map, so that is why Rundown is so high up at number 5. At number 4, guys, we've got Trailer Park, another map from Modern Warfare 3, which came in the Resurgence map pack, which I think, if I'm correct, was the final map pack for Modern Warfare 2, and I think it came in with some pretty bad maps with it. But Trailer Park is always one that I remember. It's a medium-sized map. It was such good fun, you know, running in and out of, you know, trailers, you know, with SMGs, you know, trying to you could just move so quickly, you know, people could, 1 minute you're somewhere, then you've moved, you threw another trailer out a window. It was so good, and I always just remember whenever this map came up in ground war domination, you just knew you were going to have a good time. You know, get the Harriers in, get the chopper gunner in. It was just nukes all day long on this map, and yeah, it's another one of the maps that I just feel like is slept on. You don't hear much about it, and it'd be great to see Trailer Park return. At number 3, guys, we've got Mission. Mission for me was the best map in Modern Warfare 3, and I'll be honest with you guys, sometimes I don't even know why. I think when you look at the layout, the layout was pretty standard in kind of the 3-lane map design, but you know, you kind of had the valley in the middle, and you know, you had at one end of the map, you know, there was quite a sort of height difference. You had like the players that could be up top and then players that could be down bottom. But for whatever reason, this map just played so well. There were so many good games on this map, so many good things happening mid-map. There was always a lot of you know, battles in the middle of the map to, you know, try and get map control. And I just feel like Mission's one of them maps, you know, I always feel like I see a lot of people talking good things about it, but it never really seems to get as high on rankings or as high on lists as it deserves. But Mission is definitely a map I would love to see return in Modern Warfare 2022. So as we now get to the final 2 maps, guys, I will be honest, I feel like any of the maps on this list, you know, could return and I'd be happy with them. I kind of did it in reverse order of kind of like my preference on them returning, but I feel like any of these maps, you know, could come in. But coming in at number 2, guys, is HIGHRISE. Now, do I really need to explain myself here? HIGHRISE, one of the greatest maps in Call of Duty history. I mean, there's a lot of leaks. There are people saying that, you know, it's definitely going to be in the new COD. You know, people have kind of seen like blueprints and stuff, and sort of saying that it's definitely going to be at least part of maybe Warzone 2. And then obviously we've got the rumours around all the Modern Warfare 2 maps returning in year 2 possibly. So I feel like this is definitely going to be the year that we finally get HIGHRISE back. And who can complain? There's so many good memories from this map, so many iconic moments, you know, from sniping across to getting up on the roof and, I don't know, noob tubing and, you know, being a pain and just generally, you know, this was just such a great map. I feel like it played so well in all game modes. It was such a cool setting, you know, on a skyscraper, and honestly, guys, just would love to see this map finally return and relive some of them sort of old memories. And coming in at number 1, guys, is FAVELA. So like I say, either of the first or second maps could have been at number 1. But there was just something about FAVELA that I just absolutely loved this map. It was just one of the maps where, you know, with all the colours, you know, being set in Brazil and, you know, just being able to, you run in and out of alleyways, and like it just suited SMG players so well. You know, you could get in, kill somebody, move, and you know, I feel like spawn killing and spawn trapping on this map was great. You know, dropping nukes on this map was great. It was just, it's one of them maps, again, like I said a bit earlier with QUARRY, when somebody says the name of this map, you just instantly remember it. You remember the layout, you remember all the good times you had on it. And I'll be honest, I do believe this map returned in Call of Duty Ghosts, but I didn't really play it in Ghosts, so that's kind of why I'd love to still see it return. And I don't really know why they chose Ghosts of all Call of Duties to bring this great map back in, but I'd love to see it in a new game on new graphics, just really vibrant with all the colours. I just think honestly it would be amazing to see that map return. But yeah, that is going to bring us to the end of today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do hit the like button down below, and like I said earlier in the video, guys, I'd love to hear what you guys think, so let me know down in the comment section below whether you agree, disagree, and let me know, are there any maps that I've missed out that you guys would love to see return? If they are, like I say, drop them down below. And as always, guys, if you are brand new around here and want to find your way back for more, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.